Cassius is talking to Brutus, trying to convince him to join the conspiracy. I know virtue to be in you, Brutus, as well as I know your outward favor. While honor is the subject of my story, I cannot tell what you and other men think of this life, but for my single self, I had not leaf as to live in awe of such a thing as myself. I was born free, as Caesar, so were you. We both have fed as well, and can endure the winter's cold as well as he. For once, upon a raw and gusty day, the troubled Tiber chafing with her shores, Caesar said to me, "Darest thou, Cassius, now leap with me into this angry flood and swim to yonder point?" Upon the word, accoutred as I was, I plunged in, and bid him follow, so indeed he did. The torrent roared, and we did buffet it with lusty sinews, throwing it aside and stemming it with hearts of controversy. But ere we could arrive at the point proposed, Caesar cried out, "Help me, Cassius, or I sink!" I, as Aeneas, our great ancestor, did from the flames of Troy, upon his shoulders the old Anchises bear, did I, from the waves of the Tiber, the tired Caesar. Now this man becomes a god, and Cassius is but a wretched creature that must bend his body if he but carelessly nods on him. He had the fever when he was in Spain. And when the fit was on him, I did mark how he did shake. 'Tis true this god did shake. His coward lips did from their colour fly, and the same eye whose bend doth all the world did lose its lustre, I did hear him groan. I, the same tongue that bid the Romans mark him and write their speeches in their books, alas, it cried, "Give me some drink, Titanius." Yea, like a sick girl, it doth amaze me a man of such feeble temper should so get the start of the majestic world and bear the palm alone.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you that Caesar was ambitious, and if it was so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Under the leave of Brutus and the rest, come I to speak at Caesar's funeral. For Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all honorable men. He was my friend, faithful and just to men. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general's coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beast, and men have lost their reason. My heart, bear with me, my heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. Thank you.
A speech right after, like, what Elijah did after he's talking to the citizens, I kind of go, Antony goes on, like, on another rant.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm doing. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all do remember this mantle. I remember the first time ever Caesar put it on. 'Twas on a summer evening, in his tent, that day he conquered the Nervi. Look, in this place ran Cassius's dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed, and as he plucked his cursed steel forth, mark how the blood of Caesar followed it, as rushing out of doors to be resolved. If Brutus unkindly knocked or no, for Brutus, as you know, was Caesar's angel, judge, O you gods, how dearly Caesar loved him. For when the noble Caesar saw him stab, ingratitude, stronger than traitor's arms, quite vanquished him, then burst his mighty heart. And in his mantle, muffling his face, even at the base of Pompey's statue, which all the while ran blood, great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall was there, countrymen! Then I, and you, and all of us fell, whilst bloody treason flourished over us. Oh, now you weep, and I perceive you feel a dent of pity. These are gracious drops. Kind souls, what weep you when you but behold our Caesar's vesture wounded? Look you here is himself marred, as you see, with traitors.
Alright, my piece is a while later. It's during the war. Well, yeah, during the war. It's Act 4, Scene 3, and Brutus and Cassius are fighting. Remember March, the Ides of March remember. Did not our Julius bleed for justice' sake? What villain touched his body that did stab, and not for justice? What, shall one of us that struck the foremost man of all this world, but for supporting robbers, shall we now contaminate our fingers with base bribes, and sell the mighty space of our large honors for so much trash as may be grasped thus? I had rather be a dog and bathe the moon than such a Roman. Brutus, bait not me, I'll not endure it. You forget yourself to hedge me in. I am a soldier, I, older in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions. Go to, you are not Cassius. I am. I say you are not. Urge me no farther, I shall forget myself. Keep mind upon your health, do not tempt me further. Go away, slight man. Is't possible? Hear me, for I will speak. Must I give way in ruin to your rash choler? Shall I be frighted when a madman stares? Oh, ye gods, must I endure all this? All this? Aye, more. Frets till your proud heart doth break. Go, show your slaves how choleric you are, and make your bondmen tremble. Must I budge? Must I observe you? Must I stand and crouch under your testy humor? By the gods, you shall digest the venom of your own spleen, though it do split you. For from this day forth, I'll use your testy humor for my mirth, yea, for my laughter when you are waspish. Is it come to this? No.